Hi, welcome back for another video on Star Trek Fleet Command. And it has been 1 week. Yes, 1 week has passed by. For what, you may ask. But before we look into that, okay, a little bit of announcement, promotion, okay. Yes, my Patreon is up and then I have 2 tiers to offer. And if you like to support me in what I've been doing, you like it, and then yeah, you want to support me, so please consider checking my Patreon out. So just head on the Patreon, type in exabytes, or click on the link in the YouTube description box down below, and it will bring you there. So yes, 1 week, what happened in 1 week? Now for those of you who have not been following or didn't watch my previous videos or just joined the channel, welcome. So what we're doing or what we have started was this. We're going to look at refinery, and then we're going to look at the bonus that primes give and how it affects your refinery outcome or output. So the test was like this. Two of the refined materials would have primes on them, and we would not have any prime on it. But the crystals, we're going to do a full pool of 4 chests. But for the gas, we're going to do 2 pools. We're going to do 1 pool of 2 chests, and then for the ore, we're only going to do 1 pool. So we're able to compare it against one another and see what the numbers do give us. So, and we are going to monitor this and then key in or punch the numbers in an Excel sheet, and then we are going to look at the numbers and see for ourselves whether the primes are actually giving us much more, because we're paying money, right? So it is quite logical for us to think that it should give us much more, or is it just another sales gimmick by Scopely? Because I mean, can't blame us for thinking that, because we have invested money, it should literally, logically, technically give us more. But then there are no numbers out there. I have not seen anything like this, like, being brought to light by other, content creators, comparing the figures, key it down, day by day, that kind of thing for every pool. I don't see that. And neither has Scopely released any data sheet. Like, there is nothing in the game that shows you the actual data, like, you have prime, you apply the prime, you use it, and after 1 week you should get how much extra, 1%, 2%, 5%, or even after 1 month, or after 3 months, after 1 year, that kind of thing. How much more in resources will we get? There is nothing like that. So I've taken the liberty of doing this, and then I've been keying it in since last week, since my first pool. So these are the numbers that we are getting. And at a glance, you will agree with me that the full pools from crystals seem to be much more than the rest. Now let me remind you this, that when we do a full pool, we're actually doing a 4 chest pool. Compared to gas, we're only doing a 2 chest pool, and normal on ore, we're only doing like 1 chest pool. So we got to take that into consideration as well. Though the numbers look more, like 40 compared to 21.7, I mean, of course, this is twice as much as gas. So literally or logically speaking, technically speaking as well, crystal should give much more than gas. And gas should give much more than normal, because one has prime, the other has not. Now, is it worth the money that you have spent on this then? This is where we like to push it further. So at a glance, we can agree for sure that prime crystals is giving much more. Of course, it is 4 chest pools compared to the rest. So what we're going to do here is we're going to let Excel to do the calculation for us and sum it up for us. Now to double check whether the formula is correct, so clicking on this, the sum of C5 to C65 should be the row after type, and then the row above, this total. So 5 to 60, 5 to 60, 5 to 60. All of them are 5 to 60. So the formula is correct. No foul play, no nothing is missed from this. So rest, we're going to get 7, 7, 767. Okay, uncommons are going to get 349, 1696 commons for crystals. Okay, now for me, I do not really care about how many crystals I'm getting, because if there's a shortage in crystals, okay, I can, common crystals, okay, I can actually buy it using platinums, okay, and it's no big deal. But what is actually creating a bottleneck would be the uncommon resources instead, okay. So this and rare, they are very important, I feel, okay, and I think it should be viewed in this manner. So 7349 1696 6174 784 7118 303. Just at a glance, we know that prime crystals on full pools are much better, or it gives you much better results. Is it so? Now, I'd like to remind you that this is a 4 chest pool again. And on top of that, you are using 20 times, not mistaken, is it 20 times? Much more materials than a single one pool. Okay, because on the one pool of ore that we have been doing, since last week, it is only taking you 1750 of raw materials, raw ores, grade 3 ores, compared to prime crystals full pool of 4 chests is taken me, or it has been taking me 75k of raw crystals. Okay, so you are using 20 times much more of materials just to get these numbers. Now, I can agree with you that the uncommons that the crystals are giving on full pools are much more than normal, also at a glance. But is it true? And so therefore, I feel we should push this further, and we should average the numbers. Okay, average the numbers so that we are certainly and very clear whether it is benefiting us or not, or it is just another sales gimmick. Okay, just because it is labeled prime, it does not necessarily give you much more. Okay, that's what I'm trying to hit at. Okay, now DIV stands for division, or divided by. Okay, 4 stands for the number of chest pools, because 3 plus 1, so you get 4. Okay, 1 plus 1, so you get 2, and this is just 1, so 4, 2, 1. And these would be the actual numbers that we are looking at. 1.75 in comparison to 7 on the one chest pool. Okay, so we averaged up, okay, strip all the fancies, we are only getting 1.75 compared to 7, and this is with $100 added on top of this. So you tell me, is this worth your investment? Is your prime really a prime, or is it just another sales gimmick? Because now that we have these numbers, after 1 week, we can really see that, actually if you were to do just one pool, you would be getting much more. Okay? I mean, if you're looking at, cost, time, ratio, that kind of thing. So, yeah, the normal one pool is like giving you much more. Okay? Now, we are not going to stop with just week 1. Okay, because there might be some arguments out there, or some ones even like suggesting, of course, this is just the first week, and because it's all RNG, okay, random, we should test it over a longer period of time so that the data accumulated is more consistent. Yes, we're going to do that, okay? In fact, we're not going to just do for week 1. We're going to do for week 2, week 3, week 4, 1 whole month. And then we are able to compare week by week basis whether the numbers are around the same region or not, whether the numbers produced are around the same region, or is there a very vast difference, that kind of thing, okay? And then we're going to look, at the numbers again, over a month's time, and we're going to see whether did it change, has anything changed, or is it still the same, okay? So there you have it. I'm leaving you with this. Tell us, what do you think? Is this worth your money to spend on Prime? Is it giving you the results that you should be getting, or is it just another sales gimmick? Okay, now some of you may have come across my previous video which I touched up, which I commented sales gimmick, because the terms used are very ambiguous and it is very misleading, especially in the store. Okay, so massive is not massive, that kind of thing, and then the values, they fluctuate. Okay, it's not consistent, it's not scaled for that matter. So is it the same for this? Share with us. Okay, tell us by posting a comment section down below. And then, yeah, we're going to see how we're going to look at this together. And that's all for this video. Okay, so thanks for watching. And yeah, stay tuned for week 2's update, and live long and prosper. And I'm actually looking forward to the next arc release. I mean, like, today is the end of the first arc, right? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, it should end today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next arc because I need resources. Okay, so yes, I need lots of them. And please do check out my Patreon. Live long and prosper. Bye.